Ever wondered why your code isn't running as expected? Well, you might be making some common programming mistakes. Understanding and avoiding these pitfalls can greatly enhance the efficiency of your code. It can turn a good programmer into a great one. It's not just about writing code, it's about writing effective, efficient, and clean code. So, let's dive in and prevent these common blunders from tripping you up. Today, we'll discuss the top 5 programming errors that beginners often make. The first mistake is not fully understanding the problem before starting to code. It's like trying to reach a destination without knowing where it is. Understanding the problem, its requirements, and expected outcomes is the roadmap that guides your coding journey. It's the compass that keeps you on track. Without it, you're coding in the dark, aimlessly wandering in the wilderness of bugs and errors. So take a moment. Understand plan. Code. Remember, a well-understood problem is a problem half solved. The second common mistake is ignoring code formatting and readability. Imagine a book without punctuation or paragraph breaks. Hard to read, right? The same goes for code. Clean, well-structured code with appropriate comments is like a well-written book. It's easy to understand, troubleshoot, and maintain. Don't just write for the machine, write for the humans who'll read your code later. Remember, good formatting and comments today can save a headache tomorrow. Always code as if the person who ends up maintaining your code will be a violent psychopath who knows where you live. The third mistake is not using version control. Imagine you're working on a project. You make changes, everything works perfectly, then suddenly, disaster strikes. You accidentally delete a crucial piece of code. Panic ensues, but with version control you can breathe easy. It's your safety net, tracking every change you make. It's also a collaboration tool, allowing multiple developers to work on the same project without stepping on each other's toes. Version control is not an option, it's a necessity. The fourth mistake is ignoring error and exception handling. This is like driving a car without a seatbelt. Sure, it might take you where you want to go, but it leaves you vulnerable when things go awry. Error and exception handling are your program's safety net. They catch the unseen hiccups, preventing crashes and improving the user experience. It's not just about avoiding errors, it's about anticipating them and having a plan of action. Remember, a good programmer is a good problem solver. The fifth and final mistake is not testing the code thoroughly. Picture this. You've just spent hours, maybe even days, perfecting your code. It's a masterpiece. But hold on, have you tested it under different scenarios and inputs? Testing is crucial to ensure your code works as expected. It's like a safety net, catching any issues before they become bigger problems. So don't just test it once, but twice, thrice, or as many times as it takes. Remember, it's always better to test twice, code once. So there you have it, the top 5 beginner programming mistakes. From not fully understanding the problem to ignoring formatting, skipping version control, neglecting error handling, and inadequate testing. Avoid these mistakes, and you're well on your way to becoming a better programmer. Remember, every programmer was once a beginner. Keep learning, keep coding,